Good afternoon, students. Earlier class we discussed about Bohr atomic model and find out the velocity of Bohr orbit, radius of the Bohr orbit, the time period of electron in Bohr orbit. Today we are going to explain energy of the electron in the Bohr orbit. So we know that the electron velocity in the Bohr orbit Vn is equal to 2 pi k e square z by n into h, and the radius of the Bohr orbit Rn is equal to n square h square 4 pi square k into z m e square. Earlier class we discussed it. Okay, so the energy of the electron. So the energy of the electron means the electron, when the electron is revolving around the nucleus, it having some kinetic energy and it attracted by some Coulomb electrical force. Due to that, having some potential energy. The sum of potential energy plus kinetic energy is called the total energy of the electron in the orbit. The kinetic energy of mv square. V is the velocity of electron, so that should be equal to the kinetic energy is equal to half into m into what is the value of V? V means, so 2 pi k e square z by n into h whole square. So kinetic energy is equal to half m into 4 pi square, 2 square 4 pi square k square e power 4 z square by n square z square. This is the kinetic energy of the electron. Potential energy. So potential energy is equal to minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. So Ze square by Rn. This is the potential energy. Substitute a value of Rn in this equation. So 1 by 4 pi epsilon means k minus k Ze square by what is the value of Rn? N square h square by 4 pi square k z m square. So potential energy is equal to minus, so here, so minus k into k square z square e power 4 into 4 pi square divided by n square h square. This is equation number 2. This is the potential energy. Total energy is equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy. Kinetic energy plus potential energy. So the total energy E is equal to kinetic energy. So this is the kinetic energy. So 1 2 1 jar 2 2 jar 4 2 pi square k square e power 4 z square divided by n square h square. So here minus 4 pi square k square z square e power 4 by n square h square. Okay, so now E is equal to, so here pi square is there, k square e power 4 z square n square h square they are having in both terms. Okay, so taken common, here pi square is taken common, k square is taken common, e power 4 is taken common, z square is taken common, divided by n square and h square taken common. Here 2 minus 4, that means minus 2, minus 2 pi square k square e power 4 z square by n square h square. This is the total energy of the orbit in Bohr orbit. Okay, so E is equal to, here E inversely proportional to the n square. E is inversely proportional to n square. If the n square value increases, the energy decreases. The number of orbits increases. So what happened? The energy of the orbiter decreases. Energy of the orbiter decreases. Okay. So this is the total energy of the electron. When the electron, according to third postulate, according to Bohr third postulate, if the electron jumps one energy level to another energy level, some amount of energy is radiated or observed. Some amount of energy is emitted or observed. The observed or emitted energy E2 minus E1 is equal to h nu. It is equal to the nh nu, where it is the 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. When the electron is transmitted, when the electron is jumped one energy level to another energy level, it exhibits or it emits or observes some amount of energy. The energy should be equal to h nu. So E is equal to, for example, lower energy level E1 is equal to minus 2 pi square k square e power 4 z square by, so this is n1 square and h square. Higher energy level E2 is equal to minus 2 pi square k square e power 4 z square by n2 square h square. So according to this, E2 minus E1 minus 2 pi square k square e power 4 z square by h square taken common in both terms. So here 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. Okay, so here taking plus n1 square minus n2 square. E is equal to, so E is equal to h nu. So h nu is equal to, here h nu is equal to 2 pi square h square e power 4 h square by h square, 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. R nu is equal to c by lambda, hc by lambda is equal to, so the terms write we again, e power 4 z square by h square, so 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square, so 1 by lambda is equal to, so 2 pi square k square e power 4 z square by, here h cube into c, so 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. So these values should be equal to, these are all constants, these values should be equal to r. R means Rydberg constant, so 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square, so this is the value should be equal to r. Here the k is 1 by 4 pi epsilon and E is the charge of electron, Z is the atomic number, H is the Planck constant, C means velocity of light in vacuum. So all the values we can substitute. R is called Rydberg constant. The value of Rydberg constant 1.097 into 10 to the power of 7 per meter. So this is called a Rydberg constant. So this equation also written as, so wave number, so nu bar is equal to 1 by lambda, that is equal to r into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. So n1 is the n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. First orbit number, n2 is the second orbit number. So this is the energy of Bohr orbit. Okay. So